This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
I saw this. This is true. I don't remember what year it was, but we actually looked it up on the internet. In the 90s, James Gandolfini was on Sesame Street. Yes. Is that really the guy you want teaching your kids? Because the only thing I could see is Tony Soprano teaching about letters.
Hey kids, today we're going to talk about the letter F.
And every once in a while you hear they're going to take Sesame Street off the air. That would be terrible. I grew up on Sesame Street. Think of all those unemployed Muppets. What if you can't hire a Muppet? Muppet's probably going to turn to a life of crime. Got to feed your Muppet family. Any one of us could be walking down the street, some Muppet comes up to you, psst. Want to buy an E? An E? Shh. Right. Get caught in possession of an illegal vowel with intent to spell? I would not
be good. Sting is a pyramid since time immemorial. I should not have to be coming here, reminding you about your duty. You're supposed to be earners. That's why you got the top tier positions. There's the money.
Is it a hanging offense or not?
Send someone over there tomorrow to take care of it.
Tony says no. I got your back.
You don't care about our future, Tony.
I would follow that man into hell. To hell.
Somebody in my family's talking out of school.
He kept it quiet.
I'm on trial for my life here.
You trust only blood.
You work for me! I'm talking about my honor.
You let me sit there!
You're scaring me.
This is the life, huh? What life that?
We mixed. We loaded it. We edited it.
Sometimes we get so deep into conversation that we have separate segments worthy of their own place in the sun.
Here is a reshuffled mini episode.
There are so many villains, but it's so funny because Tony, we kind of like him because he's rarely the instigator. He's often I'm going to retaliate because you hit my crew. But I mean, this is the same guy who, he got the upper hand in a failed robbery of his car. He kills both the guys, but then he crashes and ends up in the hospital. So it is just so funny how he knows he can let his guard down and that he's got to lose weight. He's got to keep his smarts about him. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, hey.
Gabagool. I go as a gabagool. The thing I've always said about that is like there are monsters on that show. The first one I think is Livia.
Livia is much like Josh was saying, or Hans was saying about freaking Big Pussy. Yeah, I did not like Livia. I didn't think she was that great an actor, but
Nancy Marshall was a great actress.
Incredible.
I'll see.
I think what you're feeling is you hate her so much.
No, I'll see. That's
because she's so good.
I just didn't think there was much to the character, but I get that he needs to have someone. Just let me go here. I
know. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I get that you're supposed to hate her. I get that. I just feel like she's kind of so easily persuaded by Uncle Junior, but I get that has to happen because they wanted someone personal.
Well, she hates her son. That's the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's like he's a disappointment to her. Meanwhile, he's taking care of her. Where's Janice? She's too busy partying. Barbara's got a life of her own. You guys think about it. She hates him, but what?
So
why does she fucking hate him?
Well, I get why she does.
Because he's there.
So if I had to edit it differently, I would have had the episode where Tony flashes back to his mobster dad beating up a clerk. I would have had that episode be one of the first episodes before she was introduced, so that way we could have had more of that closure.
The thing with that is that you got Nancy Marchand who who done Lou Grant for so many years, and she was still working at the time. She gets this role. She's the mother you fucking hate. She's the nightmare mom. She's the mom you just want to be like,
there's no
won't
doubt.
you fucking die already? You know.
Mm-hmm.
And when she did die in real life,
yeah,
you
that's
know,
CGI for her.
Oh, that face replacement is one of the most cursed images I've ever seen.
It's very creepy.
In media.
I will give you that.
It's so bad.
But they did what they had to do.
I can do a better face replacement on my phone.
Oh dear!
Unreal how bad it is.
In Plan 9 with Bela Lugosi's replacement.
Yeah.
You know, the guy a foot taller with a cape over his head. You know.
Oh, and but it is kind of a shame that some of these actors, kind of like the guys on Oz, some of them kind of felt like they needed therapy. They were so method at playing these different characters.
I mean, fuck, Tony Sirico was an actual mobster.
Yeah, and he's joking around, but everyone's like,
he had like a thing where he could never be a rat because of that.
Yeah,
in the show,
right? Yeah. I can't play a rat because then my mobster buddies are gonna think that's true. But
when you got to wonder about his acting then when Big Pussy got killed, when they killed him off. You know, and
yeah, I mean, he was the most cold out of all of them. Like I said, he was taking like his jewelry off.
He just had that.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever.
Yeah,
in a way, I kind of see the jewelry getting taken off as him saying he's not erasing him from the crew, erasing him from part of that crew.
I see him as he's a pragmatist. He's like, why are we going to throw away this money? I can take this money.
Well, and
that's how I'm wired. I'm going to get my money any way I can. This guy's dead. We're going to throw him in the ocean. All right, I'm just take his watch and
that's kind of what it is. Like, yeah.
Why would we throw that away?
It's being realistic instead of just let's dispose of it all. But yeah, well, and just you knew he was going downhill. He can't be honest about the wiretapping with the agent who's trying to help him, and then he gets in a car wreck and just runs away. So he definitely was going downhill. He was muscle, but he wasn't built for have an exit plan. That's all he knows.
No.
You know? And my personal favorite, I mean, there's some serious competition. There's plenty of villains. We've already mentioned Phil Leotardo in the inner chat, but my absolute favorite, because he's not only a psychopath, but he takes every kill seriously. It's got to be the first big bad, and that is Mikey Palmisi.
Oh, I love Mikey. He's such a sociopath psycho.
I light up every time I see Al Sapienza in anything. You know, he's done it all. He's been a lawyer. He's been a mayor. He's been on everything from Brotherhood to all those other crime shows. Person of Interest. He's one of the crooked cops. But I'm just like, Mikey, you know, whenever I see him in some Washington drama, I'm like, yeah, he's always going to be Mikey because like he just gets so much satisfaction from killing people, and then he shrugs it off. And it's so funny. Like, Tony already knows something's off about him. At first he thinks, I just don't like you. And he's like,
oh, I love when he hits him with the stapler.
Yeah.
And then he wipes the prints off and drops it like it's a gun.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane, but awesome.
And he comes up to him at his car, right? Is that the scene you're thinking of? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, and he totally sneaks on him. Like, he's like, who's this fucking guy?
Oh, he hates him. He knows he's a psycho. Like,
yeah, and it's so funny. He has his own agenda. He's always like typical shitheads, you know, just acting like it's for something else. It's like, no, this is not for Uncle Junior's cause. You're doing this because you just want to kill him. You know, it's not. And Uncle Junior's awesome too, because like he keeps going back and forth from, hey, yeah, Tony, I know your dad. I'll help you out, and then Tony's like, no, motherfucker, you're gonna play by my rules. And then but by the time he's in the psych ward, is like anything goes. But
well, and Uncle Junior was always jealous of Tony Soprano and his brother.
Another Godfather
having more success.
He totally is a jealous asshole. And another great Godfather, Sidney Lumet veteran. And man, did he sink his head like face first into that role.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Tony, no, Tony, this is how you play pokers. Ha! It's my poker.
Did anybody have an opinion of Bobby Bacaliri?
I loved him.
Steve Sherman. He was like the nice guy working for
he'd be the secondary, most normal guy.
The part I love The part I love when
we gotta do something about this, Tony. We can't do this. Your sister's gonna be pissed at me.
The thing I love about when
the spoils.
The thing I love is when he's sitting in the diner. When he's sitting in the diner, he goes, "This is like when Notre Dame."
Quasimodo said.
Quasimodo said. This is like what Quasimodo said.
The fuck are you talking about?
And
I predicted the future. That's Nostradamus.
Dude, that's Nostradamus. And that's the other thing, too. They get in the most wacky arguments saying, you're quoting the wrong philosopher.
I love their like attempts to be like intelligent and like highbrow, but they just mess it all up. And
so that's as Tarantino as they get, except
beautiful.
It's just showing is like, yeah, just because I have a bad way of making ends meet doesn't mean I'm not having everyday random ass conversations that are inconsequential. And so I'm in the minority. I do not find either Carmelo or Janice annoying. I think they're no more a loudmouth than Tony and his friends. But
Janice, no, I'm gonna say this. Janice, I couldn't fucking stand till she killed Richie Aprile.
Yeah, that was great.
Richie Aprile got every fucking thing he deserved that night when she shot.
That was it. Okay, that was the abusive guy, right?
Yeah. From Mean Streets and everything, and it's one of the
that actor was incredible. But
my only issue with season 2 is season 1 raised the stakes so high. They're like, we're gonna struggle to find as big a big bad for the whole season as Mikey, and it's Richie, I think Richie slowly comes into his own. But yeah,
Richie Aprile is the son who was gonna get the job, and he got passed over for Tony. That's what it was.
But yeah,
jacket.
But I kind of respected Janice for that. Yeah, she hooks up with Bobby, and
when Janice fucking takes the gun and shoots him twice, and he's like you fucking he gives a look like you shot me, and she shoots him again, and she calls Tony up, and
I
Tony's
need you to dispose of him.
Well, he broke his own rule. He told Christopher, "You cannot hit Adriana until you put her last name." As
I
yours,
remember people
and then
got
I can
insulted about
you can do whatever you want. Well,
Yeah.
he did that to Janice.
That's a good point.
He weren't married.
You
broke his own rule, and he got it.
Yeah,
but Janice had enough of his bullshit because Janice.
Where did she get the gun? Did Tony give her the gun, or did she always have that?
I think Tony.
Or was it Richie's gun? That would have been ironic.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. But
I like to think it's Richie's gun because then that would be even more ironic, man.
I assume as much.
Well, and
there's guns all over the house.
And especially in this show, but I mean, it blew my mind when I'm like, yeah, but she's one of the older sisters of the Totoro brothers, Nick and John. That's awesome.
There's a great side note about that episode. You know how HBO would put the synopsis of the episode?
Great days.
You know what it said for that episode? Janice and Richie have their first argument. Isn't that classic?
That's perfect.
So even the synopsis of it from HBO.
That's what I love.
So understated and incredible.
Well, that's why I like.
What does Tony say to Carmela?
Whoever wrote that is.
Carmela has the great. Carmela
we had to take care of him. Like she's like, what?
We had to take care of him. Yeah,
and that's when she knows. She's like,
oh
shit, really? Yeah.
And it's so funny. I mean, this is the same gal who shares some great wisdom, which is, it doesn't matter. I'll try to clean this up. Who you're sleeping with, if you went to college, you're still going to struggle to get a job. It's like, yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, it is so funny how she and Tony slowly rebuild confidence in each other. Is like, I'm going to trust that you're going to stop sleeping with your dancers. But it's so funny when freaking...
Well, it's never even stop. It's just don't let it come home. And don't let it
it's
be
a bit
public,
of that.
so I'm embarrassed.
And as close as she gets is that Vic guy, played by Joe Penny, hits on her, and she's like, hey, you're nice, but you gotta leave.
And the priest.
Wasn't there a weird thing with
and the priest,
the fucking priest.
And isn't that the same guy that followed her over to the other show she was on?
That's freaking Ryan Chappelle, who gets killed. He plays the shithead boss on 24, and I felt so good when Jack finally disposed of him. But it's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, he was on Oz as one of the other prison guards with her, and then he was on both Nurse Jackie and Tommy with her. So I think that's the other thing I like about the show. All those actors were legit friends. Like they were anything but hostile. Like their on-screen personas.
They did a reunion of The Sopranos. Like I think it was 10 years after the fact, and you know Sarika was sick at the time, but I got
was it at the Paley Center? I think
it was, no, they did it on the Today Show. And they were talking about doing that show, but the thing was that
I see it now. Okay.
The thing I love is they had I think Michael Imperioli's on that one too.
Yeah.
And you think about Imperioli goes on from The Sopranos, he goes on to do Law and Order for like one season.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't like his character, but he is without a doubt a great actor.
He's a good actor. Yeah.
Did you see that vampire drama? Oh, what's it called? It's not The Turning. It's an Abel Ferrara film, and ironically, both him and Eddie Falco are in it. I'll look it up. It's got Christopher Walken.
Did anybody have an opinion about that prequel movie?
It's really
the addiction. And here's the other thing. Like Vera Farmiga, I'm already half and half on her, but like she's playing again Tony's mom, but she clearly has never seen an episode. She plays it like Eddie Falco's Carmela. I'm like, why'd you play it as a different character?
You gotta think that's how a mob wife is.
No, James.
She was not the problem with that movie.
But she's playing it as Carmela, not as the character. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, all right.
But now
I need to see that again. I only watched it once.
Other than
same here.
I didn't get that from my first viewing, but I need to see it again.
I had some friends who had never seen the show and they really dug it. So other than Ray Liotta, who's always good, I think my main issue was.
Well, I was confused about that. They made him like
two different characters.
Yeah, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I didn't have an issue with that. Same people had an issue with Alternate Nights with Robert De Niro. I'm like, it's two different characters. Hard to tell.
Well, now that gangster movie you just mentioned, I thought that was decent, but
that was good.
So my problem with Newark is it just showed how so much time had passed, and I felt like creator David Chase forgot what made his show good, but like then he kind of like rewrote his characters in a way that didn't make any sense. Like they're so concerned about Vietnam. It's like, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Because there's a drug trade.
He had too much time to think about it.
I'm not talking about the drug trade. I'm kind of like Josh is saying, like he could have thought about this a little harder. Like basically,
I think he thought about it too much.
It could have been that because like Leslie Odom's a good actor.
Like look at the South Park guys. They do an episode in 6 days because it's better if you just go with your first thought.
Yeah.
If you sit on it for time and time again, you're gonna second guess yourself, and you're not gonna necessarily make it better.
Well,
you might make it worse.
And that's just it. There's good elements. Like Leslie Odom is a badass in that movie. I love him in Hamilton and all those other TV shows. But then the other thing is they just keep talking. I'm not talking about the drug trade, Oreo. I mean, like they keep talking about like the war, and it's like anyone who's watched the show. They were like, hey, we don't care what's going on. We're dealing with our own personal wars. So it just kind of was like, okay, why do they care about everything else that's going on?
They're soldiers. Soldiers don't go to
exactly. They were always worried about them. So it just felt like they were, and it also was just confusing because Alan Taylor had directed a bunch of episodes of the show, and it just felt like he was just in mercenary mode. I'm like, it didn't feel like it had an identity of its own, and I definitely was just like,
it didn't work. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
I would have totally been up for like spin-offs or something else, like, but I don't know.
What do you guys think of James Gandolfini's son playing Tony?
I like that.
God, yeah. Oh.
He's a good actor too.
Yeah,
like,
I have
he showed up in Daredevil as well.
The Born Again. Yep,
he's good.
Yeah, I have no issue with him. He's fine.
I love the kid who played Syl. It was awful and like an over the top caricature, but I want to watch him do Syl for the rest of my life.
Who was it who played Dante?
I don't know, but it was nonsense, and it took me out of everything. But I also fucking loved it.
He looked like a young Sean Penn.
Like it was so fucking funny to watch him do the Syl impression.
Kind of
more, please.
Well,
I thought the flashbacks to Tony's youth on the show itself were better than the movie.
That's exactly because You get
I think they
everything.
had that covered there well enough.
Well,
I think
it
it's
just
kinda
didn't seem necessary.
Well,
it wasn't.
And the show, it is so funny when he is seeing his dad, torch that, convenience store owner's, place for the first time. You see Tony actually afraid. Is like he's a kid. He's like, I already fear that this man, that a day goes by where he isn't going to lay a hand on me and abuse me. But man, like, I don't want to be like him. And then coincidentally, I'm a gangster. I do violent means, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what makes it interesting is that he's a bad guy and it's shown that he's a bad guy, but everyone talks about him like he's a good guy.
No,
and it's like he just has to conform to this idea that, oh, yeah, he was a stand-up guy, he was a good guy. No, he's a piece of shit.
Well, and that they do the irony so well. It's so funny when Christopher and Walnuts are exacting revenge for their associates being killed by, pretty much this is where they go full-blown Godfathers. Like, now it's time to take out the trash. We're getting even with all the guys who started the turf war with Uncle Junior and us. And it's
they take out Mikey.
They take out Mikey, and it's so funny. Mikey
I love Polly Walnuts. Like, I got poison ivy. Like, he just murdered the guy, and he's like, I got hit my Mitchie.
That's fucking Jesus. I got poison ivy over you, motherfucker.
It's so good. He just murdered a person. He's just
absolutely
like, I got itches.
Right? Yeah, he's always complaining about getting mud
He's
or
such
gore.
a detached.
He's so detached.
So maybe
go.
So maybe the biggest villain of the Sopranos series was the prequel.
Oh,
well done.
It divided us even more, but no, I always love how Walnuts is like, these are new sneakers, these are new Reeboks, but I love it. Mikey has the nerve. He has the nerve to be like, please don't fucking kill me.
Yeah,
like,
begging. That's so
he's
good.
Begging. He's a psychopath.
That's so good. After he just so coldly murders people,
but then,
over and over, and he's like, yeah, please.
He still has the nerve, but it's so funny. I saw that actor do a funny stand-up you can find on the Laugh Factory, and he's like, man, that hurt like fucking hell. I got hit with 3 different blanks.
There's a lot of squibs. Yeah,
it's a lot of squibs, but
it wasn't Verhoeven-esque, but it was close.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close to the opening of RoboCop, but I love how also just great editing, great non-intrusive music score in that scene, but then I like how you get a close-up of both Christopher and Polly. They're probably the most hard and psychotic of Tony's crew.
Yeah.
It's great when Tony kills the guy on the boat. He just pulls a Glock out of a fucking trout.
That was
I love
scene.
that.
That's where I was like, oh, he's an action hero now. He's not kidding when he says we are soldiers. But don't you love though when they execute Mikey, like Christopher and Polly are not only out of breath, but they're also just channeling so many emotions. They're like, this doesn't change anything. We're still angry that we're never going to get our friends back. And it's like in any other show, it would have just been a cool montage with cool music playing. It's like, no, we're going to have all the awkward moments and just showing you is like,
well, yeah, that's why like the poison ivy thing is so perfect. It's just like, that's a real thing.
The poison ivy,
that you feel, but also this other horrible shit is happening.
It just like if it were a vigilante movie, a cop movie, is like, yeah, but here's the tables have turned. These are two
there's
gangsters.
no like hero pose moment.
There's
like,
two gangsters.
Fuck yeah, the evil man got what he deserved. It's like, well, he did, but it evil men.
Right. There's going to be some other, much like politics. There's going to be.
It makes the audience sit with the fact that, like, yeah, we might be cheering this, but we probably shouldn't be.
Exactly. It's a self-aware gladiator match where it's like, this is a bad addiction, but you're here, so see how they handle all the blood, sweat, and tears, and mostly blood. But and I got to tell you though, like I knew Gandalf, not
Gandalf.
Damn it,
Gandalf.
There's plenty of you shall not pass, but
over the white.
Yeah, so I was a huge Pantoliano fan. You know, I had seen him in everything.
I love Joey Pants.
Midnight Run.
I love Joey Pants.
Yeah.
So
Don't
much.
call me Joey.
Yeah.
Daredevil.
So there you go.
He wasn't Daredevil.
It all comes back to freaking Daredevil.
The in crowd.
The in crowd.
He was in the in crowd. He was in
Cypher in The Matrix.
Matrix.
Cypher was right, by the way. I would have been Cypher. Put me back in the Matrix. Let me eat some steak.
Now I wish he actually had a mobster virtual reality thing. It's like we're gonna eat steak at Tony's place, but like that was not only just great casting, but that is definitely Tony has his share of guys. Is like, I know I not only don't like you, but I know you're out of line, man. Treat the ladies like with love and tell the guys, to learn some
Joey
respect.
Pants is my choice for best villain.
Oh yeah, and much like Richie April, like he's trying to make moves on Tony's sister. And Tony's like, don't
Makes moves. Jesus Christ, she makes moves on him.
Oh well, but he rubs it in his face because he wants to basically make it personal with him and Tony. And it is a shame that when he and those crooked cops killed that one stripper, that actress, it was so real to her, the method acting, she gave up acting as a whole. But that's
who?
You don't remember the scene where they're in the strip club, they're all getting BJs, and he decides to kill her, and they all come around.
Yeah, he does. But that's on his own.
Oh yeah,
no cops there.
And they're like, Richie, you didn't have to do that. She was, what the hell, dude? And so it is just so wild how it's like, that is the ultimate thing. Like, what's the most petty thing he could do? He's already threatened people, been out of line, said tasteless jokes at weddings. What's the worst thing he could do?
Well, the fucked up thing about that is once she gets killed, Tony is pissed off and like starts hitting him. And like I know I've talked about Sil, but he's all about the life and the rules.
Yeah.
And he's like, you had no right to do that. Like, she wasn't yours. She wasn't related to you. Like, he could do whatever he wanted to.
And then it makes you wonder, who's the real villain? Killing him over a horse, or killing him just because he's a piece of shit? He
was just looking for a reason. Like, he hated him before that.
He hated him before. And
Tony had the right to do that because that was his turf.
I know. And it's just so funny, like how there's a lot of corruption in the show, but they do a good job of just kind of implying it. It's like, not only in that episode, but...
Well, the rules of the mob, like, he was fine to do that.
Yeah.
And Tony was not, actually. Like, that wasn't his establishment. It was Sil's establishment. Like, he was not, like, that he had no right to do that in those rules.
Right. And so that's why he kind of, much like dealing with his cousin, he basically just waits for a personal one-on-one to just finally dispose of him.
Yeah, he waited for a moment where like it set him over the top with pile.
Remember, guys, this is the same guy who had a giant ship crash on those real estate guys' lawn. Remember that episode?
That kind of brings up something else I noticed, that within the Sopranos, we mentioned codes of honor, different things like that, people playing by rules. That reminds me a lot of the John Wick universe.
Oh yeah.
Because they will kill someone in the Continental, even though you're not supposed to.
Yep, you have markers, you have different things that even though they are the worst people on earth, basically, they are still bound by a code.
Yeah, so Omar said a man's got to have a code.
Yeah,
you got me thinking about something. You guys are probably going to make fun of me for this, but
no, why? When have we ever?
Well, no,
I might.
You're talking about the rules and stuff. They have certain attitudes about life. And
Rick Ashley knew the rules, and so do I. Anyway,
they have certain attitudes about life, and so you're less of a man if you go down on a woman.
Yeah,
or do you remember that?
You're whistling into the wheat.
Oh my god!
Yeah. No, that is true. I do remember that. It did.
Poor
it
Junior.
Makes you sound like you're weak, and it's like
that was the most relatable thing of Junior ever did.
I'm more
I was
of a
like,
finger.
no, I got your back here. Normally you're a scumbag piece of shit, but I got your back here.
This just became a blue comedy tour. Sorry, go ahead.
Like the idea that makes you gay is insane.
Yeah.
That might be the most like opposite of being gay action you could ever take.
I'm more of a finger banging guy myself, but what do I know?
There's another ambiguity episode. Remember the soccer coach that?
Oh my god! Yes.
Oh my god!
Well, the whole thing was
what an upsetting premise.
Tony was gonna put the hit on him.
Right.
He should have.
But then he called it off, and he gets drunk. Now is he getting drunk because he thought I think he tells his wife, I did a good thing or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's just it.
But is he actually he gets drunk because he's upset that he didn't do anything about it?
It's a bit like
I think that's the point, though.
I think that's
it's
what
like
I got.
the good thing is not murdering someone, even though that person is a horrible person.
And he just let it go. He's like, somebody's going to get impacted. He's a shithead, but he's not part of anyone else's problem. He sucks, but it's not a war I have to fight right now. But yeah, I think I kind of got that same inference that you guys got. I was just like, yeah, he just is he's gonna just drink this off, just let it go. And
that was a very powerful scene when he did
Kevin
that.
O'Rourke is a good actor, but man, yeah, I wanted to punch his face in, just like some of the other principals on that show. I was just like, well,
that's what's great about the show is it doesn't give you that satisfaction of like, this is a person I'd actually, as a viewer, want to see get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
You know, just like Employee of the Month. It's like, we would all love to watch Tony just take him out and do horrible things to him, but it doesn't do it.
And it's just so funny how so many guys, just like any political corruption show, they do a good job of just showing them, you're just like, what's my reward? And Tony is just always good at just laying it on. He's like, you get no reward. You just don't get hit. Like when he tells off that New Jersey police detective who's covering for him on the Vice Squad.
Yeah.
Is like, what do I do? And Tony's like, you do what I pay you to. You know, I'm not going to tell you any more than that. And the guy is out of options, and he just flat out just, commits suicide. And it's just so ironic.
What a tragic figure.
Oh, and there's another actor who unfortunately passed. He'll always be, to me, the dad in Home Alone, and among many other things.
John.
John Hurd. Yeah, you've seen him in everything.
Oh yeah, John Hurd. Yeah.
You've seen him in everything. Awakenings, The Pelican Brief, Cutter's Way. Yeah,
Miami Vice.
He is in Miami Vice. Fuck.
And it's the same type of character in that, actually.
Oh shit! See, it all leads back to Miami Vice.
We'll return after these messages.
Haltech here. We got a 90-minute weekly Shack Stop. It's growing all over the world. Find it at 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Mondays, then 3 p.m. on Wednesdays, then 7 p.m. on Thursdays. You can catch it on many more radio stations, 99.9 KERB, 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. Then catch the encore on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Then catch it Wednesday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Central on 107.7 K-Twins. Then hang out with us Wednesday afternoons on MXTR and House Shack Radio, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Then Thursday, get up bright and early with us on 95.7 Web Radio at 6 a.m. Pacific Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Of course, we've got your Friday covered as well. 12 p.m. Eastern Time on MXTR FM and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central, 107.7 K-Twins. Find everything on HouseShack.com. HouseShack.
Do you ever find yourself thinking about who would win in a fight between Goku and Superman? Hi, I'm James Gavsey, and on the Who Would Win show, me and my co-host Ray ignore anything important happening in the outside world and debate fictional battles between characters from comics, movies, and video games.
We got a new show every week, and almost always am I the winner.
Yeah, not true, Ray.
In the past, we've discussed such matches as Captain America versus Darth Vader, Solid Snake versus the Iron Giant, classic matchups like RoboCop versus Terminator, and even the Muppets versus Sesame Street.
That one was crazy. So if you're a fan of geek culture and love a spirited debate, check out the Who Would Win show wherever you get your podcasts, or check us out at whowouldwinshow.com.
There's quite a few actors in this that were in Boardwalk Empire, too.
Yeah, because HBO is one of those home channels that it's a good deal.
I couldn't get into that one, but I did.
That's a good series, though.
I watched the first couple of seasons, and I was like, I don't know.
I think my problem was there just wasn't any suspense, especially if you know crime history is like, of course. And this
but it was fictionalized crime history. It was taking part of the history, but it was fictionalizing it.
But the comeuppance was pretty much the same. You know what I mean? Like, because here's the thing: like Sopranos, I let go because they take a lot of the Gambino real life stuff. Guilty on commit me to a psych ward on insanity so I avoid the death penalty. But like they would kind of like how you'll see on a crime show, there's someone clearly inspired by Ruby Ridge or Jim Jones. They kind of mixed a bunch of different gangsters together and had them be a composite instead of we're just going to flat out rip that whole real life story off.
Yeah, like the Lubertazes are not an actual crime family.
Remind me, Steve Buscemi was playing a character in Sopranos. Tony Blundetto.
Yep.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, he's in later season 5, and I think he'd be on both James and I's top 10 characters just because he is.
He's great.
And even though again he's another instigator, that's the other weird thing too. You will feel sad when some of these people get killed, even though they're otherwise awful people.
Of course.
Well,
That's the brilliance of it. These are all horrible people. We should celebrate every time one of them gets got, but we don't.
It's not like Scarface where you can choose. It is a little more Godfather-ish, where it's like, but at least they had a code before you.
It's like when Ariana gets whacked, right?
I felt sad.
So unceremonious and like horrible.
Well, it's
don't do it.
Don't
just crawling away.
It's crawling away, and Sylvia's
but Syl's just doing his job. He's just doing.
What were you saying, Adriana?
Yeah, Adriana. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, we probably said Adria.
She met a woman, and the woman was basically
FBI. Yeah, that wasn't her fault. She was like, how would you know?
Oh, and great acting by that gal being the FBI gal. Like she was amazing. She and the other gal who was later on Criminal Minds, like both those gals, the blonde gal and the.
I love when she pukes in the interrogation room.
Oh yeah, because they've only been undercover for a whole year.
When they're like, "You're gonna get killed if you don't do this."
Well, and that's just it. That's just it. Like if she was in a different lifestyle, she would be in a better way of life, and that's just it. Like.
She was in over her head.
They're like,
I wouldn't say innocent, but naive.
That's just it. She's naive, and they're like, "Dude, Dad, I just gave you the easiest walk away car, but I can't leave him." No, you're walking away. We gave you the best thing. I can't do it. And they're just like,
I mean, he could have walked away too, but then he saw his life.
Totally.
Like all the kids and Cheetos and nothing, and
it's so funny.
It's the spaghetti with ketchup, the egg noodles with ketchup.
Well. And unfortunately, I do have issues with both. What's his name from Wings? Tim Daly's death.
I love Tim Daly.
I did too.
Fuck Christopher for killing Tim Daly.
Oh,
Superman. I love Wings.
You killed fucking Superman, but yeah. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. I killed Superman. But
Chris, you're in the mafia.
That's my other issue with season 6. My other issue with season 6 is I refuse to believe that Tony would kill Christopher as a mercy killing. No. That would not.
I don't think it was a mercy killing. I think he was getting it like that was a thorn in his side that he realized he just needed. He found his way to get out of it, and he saw it and he took it.
Yeah, he whacked him for a whacking.
Well, plus he tells him he's doing drugs again. That kind of
that's just it. I'm just like,
and then he went and fucked his girl.
Yeah, because she didn't have a seatbelt on.
Oh, that one that gets me. And Phil Leotardo starts thinking, so and also Steve Buscemi was like, well, no, because you did because the way your body compacted is with this, and Phil's going like, what the fuck do you know? Phil Leotardo to me is like
it almost sounds like another slur.
Yeah,
full mental.
I liked how Peeps was like on his side though, and then he ended up killing him.
Yeah, see, that's
like in that moment because the car is what you're talking about, right? And he's like, "No, the seat's not supposed to be like this." His boy Peeps was like looking at Buscemi like, all right, I'm with you. He's
in my mind
out of line, and then he murders the shit out of him.
I know. It's just like good grief. And so in a alternate ending, I would have liked it if Christopher could have been just a talented screenwriter who can't get any work because he just threatens to beat up everybody except his select few connections.
Yeah,
that is
when he's in a good mood.
Absolutely, like they're like, you have complete control. You can go into the
well. I mean, he was so afraid of feeling any feelings. Like the moment, like in his acting class, he beat the shit out of the guy because he had an actual emotion.
That's what's so funny. Like you consider him secondary to Tony, and yet Tony's the one getting therapy. And he thinks, I'm too good for it. I'm not going to listen to him anyway. It's
Well,
just
I
money.
mean, that's the world of that. That's why he didn't want to tell anyone he was getting it, because it's just this hyper masculine world.
You listen to me here, Josh.
Therapy, and they're even weirded out by the fact that it's a woman. Like,
hey, Josh,
weird.
Josh, you listen to me here, man. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. That's one of the best psychiatrists you're gonna ever see, man.
I mean, that's insane though. They would have given him a pass if it was a guy. Like, what is that? What even is that?
Simple sexism, but
that's insane.
That's why.
I mean, of course it is, but that's fucking wild.
But it is. It's just so funny. Is like it just shows you where we were at that toxic into the 90s. People just thought, women are secondary. Blacks don't mean anything.
Yeah.
And
Last night I just watched Watch Mojo's thing about double standards in Hollywood, and they were talking about that and how it's not that same era anymore. And
it couldn't happen now.
Oh yeah, for real.
And I don't want it to happen now because we're beyond it.
I know.
My mother taught me
different places.
My mother taught me manners. My dad taught me respect and using my words. Don't just blab shit and then.
That's why you have a scene.
What do you think? What do you
That's
think?
why we like you, Cam.
That's why I like all of you guys. You guys are my family, my crime family.
What do you guys? What do you guys think about when,
I see what you did there. Sorry, go ahead, James.
What do you guys think was the thing that, like, if you watch the show all around, right?
And sheets last night. Leave me alone.
And there's this thing where, like, I always say there's a moment where you just go, well, did that just fucking happen? Because
every season.
But to me, there was one that got me was when Finn was working at the construction site. And he comes in and Vito's blowing the security guard.
That was funny.
And then he's got to tell Tony, and Tony's like, "You want to tell us something?" He's like, "Yeah." He says, "So I got to the work site this morning, and Vito was I saw. Okay, what was he? So he was getting from the signal. He was blowing. You know.
I always hated that because fucking Finn, like his life, like if that happened to me, like you knew you caused that guy's death by saying that. Like you gotta live with that the rest of your life. And he's just a civilian, like a normal dude.
He just wanted love. He wanted
But here's the thing.
The one thing I think about with that scene is
like that's so upsetting to me.
It is fun, but like on the realistic part of it. Like, I'm a big dude, so I'm like, how the fuck is he blowing him in that truck? Because he's a big motherfucker. It's like, that's a tight space.
Here's the thing that gets me, though.
Well, there's a will, there's a way, man.
$20 is $20, but who needs $20? Okay, so anyway, here's the thing that gets me the most is when when the one guy's saying, "Hey, you got to hear this shit." Somebody just saw Vito at a I'm gonna use this term, a fag bar, and they call him in. He's like, "Yeah, he was in there. He was dressed up like one of the fucking village people, you know, the motorcycle one." And the one guy's going, "What?"
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was so cute.
And then the thing I love is the one guy's going, "What the hell were you doing in that bar?" And he's like, "He was collecting." And he's like, "Okay, well, what, you know, it's like
you say, it's not only just gay shaming, kink shaming, but like you say, just that careless thing just starts up a whole conflict that would have never been.
It was a joke. I got a new medication.
Yeah, and then the thing I love is Leotardo fucking like Leotardo gets wind of this, and he's like going, "Hey, I don't want any of this problem because it's gonna look bad on all of us."
Well, Philly had some latent repressed gay tendencies, obviously.
So what gets me is,
but I gotta cover it up because I'm in denial. Yeah.
Well, he did. He did some stuff in the can that he's not proud of, and that's him overcompensating.
Then he did some stuff.
I mean, that's why he comes out of the closet when they kill Vito. Like that's not by accident.
No, that's a great metaphor.
Yeah, that was very on the nose. Like,
I love it.
This is what we're saying.
That was a good. That was. I
also love how Tony's like, "Hey, c'est la vie." Like, part of me is like, "Who gives a shit?"
Well, and how about
that's about as progressive as you can get with this group of people.
The thing I loved about that whole episode, that whole arc was Leotardo takes the kid out and the kid's like all gothed up and everything, And he's like, when I was your age, and the kid's like, I don't give a shit. Fuck you, pal. And Ricardo's like,
I love the way they show how their actions impact like the families and the other people around them.
Yeah.
It's like, you fuck these kids up. That dude was taking a shit in the shower just to fuck with his bullies. Like, that kid is fucked.
So much mental
your
health,
actions impact all these other people. I mean, they show that all the time. Like, even with the cars, like that they're selling to Italy. It's like you see these people jack a family and get their car, and the guy yells a racist slur, and like that's perpetuating racism. It's causing all these other fucking problems.
Yeah,
along with
so
what
much
they're
selfishness, so much inconsideration.
look at the scene where what is it? Is it Paulie and the other? Who is it? The guy's Jewish and he's running to the hotel.
Yeah.
And they fucking
Shlomo.
walk in. Yeah, Shlomo. They fucking rough up Shlomo because Shlomo.
They rough him up. They rough a gay.
And they threaten to cut his balls off.
Him and the hairdresser in those first few episodes, and I'm like, man, it's just like so much inconsideration when they just there to do one simple guarding or one simple hit. They add. They don't need a match to start a fire.
I just love seeing all the extra repercussions, like from the actions, where it's like, oh no, it's just mob on mob. No, there's innocent people caught up in this shit.
Well, you got to think too. Those last couple episodes, when, as I said before, we were talking about when Phil wants to go to war and Butchie's sitting there, and remember, it's already happened where.
Well, when they try to kill Phil, they kill two innocent people because it looks like Phil.
Speaking of innocent people, I always wondered, there were certain restaurants in New York that would screen The Sopranos and you could watch it.
Yeah.
I always wondered how that drop the deuce scene went over.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine sitting at a big dinner with a bunch of people?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to watch Sopranos? Look at this. Oh,
I would definitely lose my dinner. But how about the fact that Tony Lip's a pretty good actor? Remember, this is the same guy dramatized in the biography Green Book that was written by his son, as Don Shirley's driver.
Oh, okay.
Portrayed in the movie by Viggo Mortensen. And I always thought that was cool because I was very familiar with Tony Lip. He's one of the wedding extras in The Godfather. And, just playing Carmine Sr., same thing as Paulie. He's a loudmouth. He's got... he's an established mobster of the Libertarzi family, and it's just so funny. Like, he just says one too many things, and he's always like, hey, I'm going to wring your neck after this card game. And you're like,
it's like Casino.
It's totally
like
wiretap. Yeah.
Like that motherfucker ran his mouth, and the wiretap was live.
Well, the thing I love is when Tony Junior gives the okay to put the hit on that one guy they take him to a hotel and they tell him, there's two prostitutes there, and then he's like
Jimmy,
Jimmy's been fucking mouthing off, and he walks, he says, oh shit, pow,
that's when he thinks he's the rat, not pussy.
Like you say, he's
calculating. Like said that there's a fat fucking guy. He's like, oh, it must be Jimmy. I was wondered about that. Was it actually Jimmy? Like, probably because everyone was a rat. But...
I thought it was a deliberate confusion. Like, it ultimately didn't matter because either way he fucked them. Like, he's like, now they're gonna keep being in the dark.
I think he probably was too, but I also think he was he was just trying to get any other answer other than killing his friend pussy.
Don't kill the pussy.
Hey, don't you call me that, Josh. Anyway, no, I know what you mean. But yeah, it is just so funny. Like you say, like they will start. Basically, I take it as this: they start a chess game. They're not only not ready to start, but they're also
playing
not ready.
Checkers.
Well, yeah, they got checker logic, and they brought it to a high tech chess game.
They're playing Yahtzee. They're not playing fucking chess.
Well, they're playing Stratego, but it's Stratego where people actually fucking die.
Well, so there you go. But what I'm trying to get at ultimately is like they started a game. They not only weren't ready to finish, they weren't in a position to even win. Like they weren't
in a position to even play.
Yeah, they played their cards not only so early
because they're morons. Like they're all stupid.
And Christopher, unfortunately, he's the kind of guy, he always gets a bad deck, but he resorts to cheating. and you can't always cheat to get out of way.
He's playing with a good deck.
Really?
He had every chance possible. He was fast tracked to be like number 2 and take over, and he fucked it all up.
Well, it didn't help that.
And he had Adriana. Like he had everything.
But he doesn't listen to reason. That's the thing. Like
he's a moron.
Well, not to mention how many. I lost track of how many times he got mugged over a stupid car. And then
how many times did he do friggin' blow off a hooker's ass?
More of the heroin, but yeah, like
it's so funny. I remember seeing a funny like summary of all the R-rated dramas on premium channels, and someone did a survey of how long it takes before you start seeing boobs and gore. These shows, and it's like Sopranos doesn't even pass the test. Like within 10 minutes, I gotta fucking kill him. We just had dinner with this guy.
Whenever they go to Satarelli's pork, and they got to use the friggin'
Petrielli's. Yeah.
I'm not going to be
anything for here for a while.
Yeah. I just went,
Oh my god! Just like when he, like Josh was saying earlier, how he takes the gun out on the boat. Same deal. Like Chris just takes out the gun. He's like, "Thanks for the steak." Blam! You're like, "What the fuck?"
He just pulls it out of like a big mouth bass. That's absurd.
It's like, what the hell? It's totally a Goodfellas moment. It was like you just had dinner with this guy, or no, you killed a guy, and now you're gonna have.
Speaking of dinner whackings, that's my favorite. Is when Sill's at dinner with the guy from New York, and it all goes silent, and then just blood splatters on his face when the guy gets whacked.
Oh, yeah,
that's my favorite.
What season was that? That's early.
Was closer. On. It had to be like 5 or 6.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because it was when like all the turmoil in the Brooklyn family was going on.
That was definitely a Godfather Cathedral montage.
That was great.
Equivalent. I was like, what? I had to rewind the tape. I was like, what?
But also good on Sill. He just grabs the girls and leaves. He doesn't just bolt. He grabs them.
Nothing to see here.
He has a code.
It's tomato sauce.
Not a good code, but he has one.
And good example. I took a singer. He's never acted before, but I saw him on a MTV awards show with that wig. We want to have you play Silvio, Mr. Van Zandt from.
Yeah, and he was. I mean, I'm sure you all know he was initially thought to play Tony.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Who was that again?
Oh, you didn't know that?
Silvio.
Yeah, that was the first idea.
Van Zandt from Springsteen. Yeah, I had.
He was supposed to be Tony.
That would have been such a different show.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been as good.
They wanted a more experienced actor for the part anyway. That's how.
See.
Yeah. I think it was like HBO was like.
Sure. Told Chase, I'm not an actor, and David Chase said, "You just don't know that you are."
Yeah. I mean, he is. He was fucking awesome as Sill, but he's not Tony.
It's totally. It's exactly what it is. It's telling a Sinatra or even an Ice-T type, just grow some confidence. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. It's going to be fucking magic. People will love it. You'll get more opportunities to act. And sure enough,
you can be like the small contingent of actors who read a script 250 times and surrender themselves to the role.
Oh, now you're making me tempted. If you're going to go that far, what would this have been like if someone like Joe Pesci or Samuel L. Jackson was on here?
I was thinking of Anthony Hopkins because he's one of those that actually reads 250 times.
So does Jackson. Jackson knows everyone's lines. So I mean, I'm just trying to. That's the other thing too. Is like they had a good mixture of unknowns and semi-knowns and people who had done stuff, but they're like the seventh on the call sheet, and it definitely made me respect all the actors.
What was I was watching the other night? There was this movie a couple years ago. I remember as a kid. Jan Michael Vincent plays this guy, and he's in a. He's in a neighborhood.
It's Defiance, 1980.
Defiance, and freaking
Sirico's in it. Yeah,
Sirico's in it. No, it wasn't Sirico. Was it Sirico? No.
Yeah, he
wasn't Tony Sirico. It was Johnny Sack was in it. Johnny Sack was.
Well, he's in it too. Trust me.
Really, Sirico's in it? I didn't know that. I can remember seeing Frank.
He's also in the Godfather as an extra, apparently. So,
the thing that cracks me up is knowing that Frank Vincent and Joe Pesci had a comedy musical act together.
Did they really?
Yeah. In fact, I think
I mean, he's in Goodfellas, but that's all I knew.
Frank Vincent, that scene where he says, "Go home and get your fucking shine box."
Well, yeah, but Sirico, Sirico's also in
Oh, Sirico, yeah, Tony Sirico, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I can say that because I have seen Vincent, believe it or not, actually sing in some other movies, and I was actually sad when he died because I just knew how diverse he was. He had actually played dads once in a while instead of.
He wrote a book. I
had that book. I gave it to my brother and dad as a gag gift, and they were just fucking I don't think they ever read it, but they about shit boulders just laughing at the cover of it and
to get a woman in the mood, you got to play Sinatra.
Yeah, it wasn't very. Did I get laid from reading it? No, I did not. But it was a very hysterical read. Just, especially just seeing all the celebrities who left a review on it, including Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta's was the funniest. Is like, oh, that Frank, he's a rascal. You're gonna love him.
He's there at Chiller. He's got his thing. I'm like, holy fuck, that's him. That's Phil Leotardo, and I'm a Phil Leotardo. Now, Phil to me, as I said before, is the real bastard in that last season.
Oh yeah,
you got to realize Johnny dies, he takes over. He's been priming for this for God knows how many years.
I'm with you.
And then he just says, "Fuck it." Tony.
He had nothing to lose. He's I think like you guys pointed out in his homophobia, but his other closeted stuff. He's just as insecure as Christopher, and he's all about, hey, I got nothing to lose, but I do fear Tony. I won't let my crew know that because I got to gain their confidence. But
20 fucking years.
I still think it's still a tie for me with Mikey and Ralphie. Like, I hate Ralphie the most, but I feel like Mikey is like, I fear him more because he's basically a serial killer who became a gangster.
Sociopath.
Yeah, he's a sociopath turned psychopath who loves, sneaking up on people. He has all these sexy girlfriends.
Like the way he just kills that guy and
he throws him off
Camaro
a bridge.
Because
you're like,
because Junior's like, hey, he shouldn't be laughing about that or whatever. It's like, hi Mike, bye Mike.
And he acts so cool when he's in the spa, just hosing off, and you're just like, but you're gonna kill someone else and make him beg for your life, and you're gonna enjoy every minute of it. But yeah, Ralphie.
When Phil gets whacked, that's the goriest I've ever seen someone get whacked.
It's pretty gory.
Cutting to the kids like yakking because his head got popped like a melon on the car. That is so much further than they needed to go. That is so much harder than it was necessary.
That's definitely.
And the wife screaming like, "Oh my god!" And the car's rolling, and it's like a Wile E. Coyote bit. You're just like, you're trying hard not to, like, you're going, "Oh my god!" But then you start.
No.
It's no. And then it's like no. Oh wait. Oh shit. No. Stop the fuck. Put the brakes on the car.
Just the sound of that crunch.
And cutting to the kid's reaction, like that's diabolical.
Oh, and that's just it. It's totally a turn.
Instead of showing it, like they could have just shown it. But cutting to them, that's so much more upsetting.
What year was that?
It was 07, 06, 07. So,
okay, so that was after the Shield did their shit.
Yeah.
And Gonorrhea from Band of Brothers is the one who did it.
Oh my god, that's a good actor too.
Yeah, he's great.
James, did you ever see The Shield?
What, Band of Brothers?
No, the Shield.
No, I never did.
Dude, go watch that shit.
So basically, imagine Tony Soprano if he was a crooked cop stealing drugs from the Armenians.
Jesus. Oh, okay.
Commish.
And think about that. He goes from being the commish to being in Shield, and he's
that was what was brilliant about it. Kind of like Kiefer
rules, man.
Exactly, kind of like Kiefer on 24. You'd seen him be bad guys. Like now you're going to see him be an anti-hero who, knows how to, stop terrorism. The same thing with Vic is like he kills a narc in the first episode, and you're like, yeah, but this is the same act.
Element.
Yeah. From Homicide.
But yeah, the Shield doesn't exist without the Sopranos.
It totally doesn't, but to its credit, like they all had their own identity. Like
the episode like College that you were talking about where he kills the informant. Like they were worried about airing that because it's like how is the response going to be to our protagonist?
And it's just so
straight
funny
up murdering someone horribly.
So funny that
they didn't want to do that. Like it was a different world than. Like,
I think maybe that's why they had to show that guy trying to kill him first.
It was a bit of that, but it is
Plus
so
the Bourne identity.
Oh yeah. Imagine Tony going, "Hey, you're Jason Bourne. Your tricks don't fool me, motherfucker." Yeah. But
Well, no,
yeah,
that got delayed because of 9/11 and shit.
I remember that. But it is so funny. It's like this is HBO, the same channel that it's satellite. They don't play by the same rules as most censors.
Yeah.
You had no problem.
Yeah, but they still
airing...
worry about like viewership.
I know, but if I could finish just real fast, like let me finish.
Sorry.
Is this so funny? I'm just like you guys didn't hesitate with First and 10, Real Sex, and even freaking Tales from the Crypt, and you're worried about airing Sopranos. Really?
Because it was up in the ante. That was the big thing.
Yeah, they were.
Because you look at those previous ones, like Real Sex was graphic.
It was a
but
documentary.
toned down.
Yeah, but people didn't really
documentary.
watch it. Like the Sopranos were starting to become.
I know.
Oh shit, we gotta pay attention to this.
But-
It's like me.
It's like, oh, we have this bell cow now.
But
Do we want to
even
fuck
then,
that up?
even then, they had Oz, which is basically an anthology about prisoners who.
Yeah.
Oz is one of the most like masochistic, like upsetting shows I've ever watched, and I can't finish it because I just feel bad watching it.
Oh,
It's good.
Yeah,
It's
no,
really well
I-
done,
definitely.
well
Hey.
acted, well scripted, everything. But it just bumps me the fuck out.
Fair enough, dude. I couldn't do Sons of Anarchy, and it was by the same guys as The Shield. So,
I couldn't do
Dude,
the one
that
after
ending
that.
made me fall.
Mayans.
oh yeah,
Mayans,
Mayans, yeah.
Mayans, yeah.
It was more respectable, but same deal. Yeah, I was just like, I don't care. They all sound the same, and they're clearly not. They're all great actors. I just, I think what well, and so funny. I did anyone see Ray Donovan?
I saw a few episodes.
Said, think of the Punisher or Scarface if he was a fixer, but it's very Sopranos
okay.
inspired. But
Like the Punisher meets Winston Wolfe.
yeah, I fix problems. I'm the wolf. I fix problems. But it's a good show. But I had some people who just gave up on it. They're like, his brother, he's a good actor, but he's so fucking whiny. And I was in the same boat where I'm like, I finished it, but I'm like, yeah, they just had so many scenes go on way too long. It's like, I get it. I get that he's having a mental breakdown. Let's fix it instead of go 10 more scenes of him whining. So I think every show does suffer from this. They have so much freedom. And that's the only time when I feel like an exec should come in and say, let's make this a little more of a dry run, guys. You know, like you made your point.
I'd rather the freedom than the studio notes of people who
Yeah.
are creative and don't know what they're
Well,
talking
that's the other problem. They often put the
I'm
word.
always on the fan side of like let someone make something weird and stupid that shouldn't exist.
Yeah, Wes Anderson.
Yeah, fuck him.
Wes Anderson equals weird. Yeah. Yeah, so who is the ultimate big bad? Just like Breaking Bad, it's pretty hard to decide. Because, you know, Walter White, he at least lied the whole time. Tony doesn't necessarily lie except to his restaurant friend.
No, he lies all the time.
He lies to his wife all the time.
He lies to his wife, but
He has the money and shit.
But I mean,
lies to everyone.
He lies to everyone, but I mean, at least
including himself.
At least we're clued in from the start. It's all about him. You know what I mean?
Who's the big bad?
Who's the big bad? Is it Phil, Ralphie, or Mikey? Because
I think it's got to be Phil. Phil.
Okay.
Phil's the one.
Okay.
Do you think Ralphie's the most sadistic, like fucked up person?
Come on, the guy like getting plugged in the ass with a strap on. You know.
That's like the most relatable thing about
That's
him.
how we're basing this.
No, that's the most relatable thing.
He's with Janice, and she's like, "Oh, you like it, don't you?" You like, and I'm like, "Oh, this guy's a freaking." He's supposed to be.
Well, the reason I say Ralphie is because Janice was my close second, and those two were together doing horrible things.
Yeah, but I mean,
terrible things.
to me,
it's
but
Ralphie to me.
The thing
Unless he killed a horse.
The thing that desensitizes you to not to like thinking, holy shit, Ralph. That's when they're burnt. You know, they're putting his body in the freaking in the lye to like dissolve all the freaking. And he goes to pull the head. He takes the head. He puts it, and the freaking wig comes off.
Oh
and you start laughing. You're like, okay, we knew it was one, but to have Tony see it, he just starts and you got to start laughing with Phil. Phil's like, you know, Richie was just a psycho. Richie was pissed. He tried to get everybody to turn against Tony, and they were too faithful for
Couldn't
Tony.
sell it.
So what happens? He goes to Janice. Janice, she's, if he can get in with Janice, then he can get in. He can do what he needs to do with Tony.
Janice is the Miss Piggy of the show.
Janice is
fucking word.
But Ralph also with the
Kermit the Frog.
What he did,
Miss Piggy and Kermit.
the stripper who had his child inside of her.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
basically
beat her to death.
He beat her to
He's the
death.
devil.
Yeah. He's the devil. But Phil is the ultimate price of a Machiavellian prince.
Okay.
He wants to. Think about it.
Phil was playing by the rules.
I just
Phil
feel like
plays by the rules, but what he wants to do is
that's why I think Mikey's
he did 20 fucking years.
That's why I think Mikey's more dangerous, because he doesn't play by any rules and he sneaks up on everybody.
Well, he did. He played by whatever Junior pulled his puppet.
But if he didn't have Junior, what would have stopped him? That's what I'm getting at.
Phil saw the weakness in what was going on with Johnny and Tony. That they were like, okay, we'll talk about this, you do this, you do that. Okay, fine. Phil was, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do what I want to do.
Phil was a good soldier because he did think fuck it, but he still followed orders. He still did what he was supposed to do, even though he disagreed with it.
But when it comes down to it, when he's talking, what just happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, Tom had to go. Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry. That's a bit. We're getting so animated. There's too much intensity, James.
when you think about it, Phil, with the way he was in that scene where he's like, he's talking to Butchie, and you know Butchie is like going, oh God, this is not gonna end well for us. And then they have that meeting, and the one guy who's the head, the one guy who's like, he's kind of clueless, but he's the head of one of the families.
Are you talking about Carmine Sr. or one of the other guys?
Yeah,
or Carmine Jr. He's not ahead of anything.
He's just an asshole, to quote Cam and Ferris Bueller.
I thought he
fixed a wet T-shirt contest.
You, sir. All right. Yeah, there you go. He got famous by just watching the Man Show. That's what he did.
But no. But I'm saying, this part, you got Butchie, you got the other guy. You got her. I think Hesh is there. Hesh.
No,
Hesh wasn't there.
There was someone that was from
someone
another
else is
family
there.
or something.
Yeah, let's just wrap it up. So all the other assholes are there. Phil's there.
Phil's not there.
Phil's not there.
Phil's not there.
It's Butchie giving the green light to Tony to whack Phil.
To whack Phil because Phil has gotten power.
Because he lost his way. He did do everything by the book, but he all of a sudden he turned a corner where it was.
Yeah,
he wanted his vengeance above all else.
Yeah, that's what it was. Vengeance. There was never vengeance. I don't think there was ever vengeance.
Everyone else had vengeance problems. He didn't have any.
I mean, he had it, but he still played by the rules. Like he wanted to do. After his brother got killed, he bit his tongue. He
could have been a criminal.
He just got fed up with it, and it's like, now I'm in charge, so fuck it, let's go.
Fuck it, let's go. Let's
drop the gloves and go at it.
Also, I gotta ask you, what did you think about when the Sopranos invaded Sesame Street?
Oh, that was hilarious. Oh, God.
You remember that when Sharippa and Walnuts was on there and they're talking? Sharippa I don't know what it is. Sirico's voice. He's going, Ernie, I gotta get me out of the sweater. It's tight on me.
Did you see them? Did you see them in the one Muppet movie?
Oh, the 2002 spot. Yeah, that was awesome. I love that spot.
So the son goes, go use your hat. And like everybody's going, it's the old shit in your hat joke.
Yeah. As adult as they can be, and I love. Yeah, he was just having so much fun, just talking smack to the Swedish chef.
Yeah. And then I loved when Gandolfini showed up.
Yes. Oh my God.
He's like, sometimes I get scared, sometimes I get worried about things, but I don't let it bother me.
I think he had a crush on Zoe and Elmo, but what do I know?
Well, and don't forget they did a parody of Sopranos for Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law.
Oh my God. Who played
the Flintstones?
The Flintstones.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. That's fucking. Oh my god.
Oh god, I remember. And at the end, it's not really Fred. It's Barney. Barney, who's the head of the family, and it shows my tour being like smothered under a rock. Oh, I remember seeing that episode, just like losing it. When they did that whole ending.
No, I think at one point one of the feds calls Tony a Barney Rubble. I think I remember in the show.
My favorite scene is when the Fed shows me. He's like, "Yeah, I was over in Afghanistan for 6 months. Caught some parasite. I need a veal parmesan sandwich here. Oh yeah, fine. Hope your asshole falls out."
Anytime he tells any of them off, and they are so close to like losing their case just because one of them wants to box him, is like, don't do it, dude. That's what he wants you to do. If you wanted to, you could look at. Someone should do a fan edit where you see only the feds wiretapping it, and it becomes a whole different show. It becomes how we almost took down Tony, and then he told us off and kicked our ass.
The sitcom that takes place in a Fed van.
Oh, it's Keystone Cops practically. Yeah. Boo fucking who?
I love when the one guys. I love when they're looking at it and they write down Tony Soprano ?
Yeah. They're not sure if they can even touch him or if he's even the main problem. They're like, we'll get to him later. All right, guys. I think we have summed it up. But that was fucking. Oh, you're going to say something more? There's more.
You know a fun fact? It's not the Soprano family. You know what the actual family was called the whole time?
What?
DeMeo.
Yeah.
Okay. And that boss was supposedly in prison the entire time.
How about that?
Never see him.
How'd you like them apples?
No, we got to talk real quick about the dream sequences on the show. I thought the eeriest one they ever did was Tony was dreaming he was a
like a patio furniture salesman or something.
Yeah. No, he was a servant in a house, and there was a figure on the top of the stairs that stopped.
Is that the same one that ends with an explosion? Like someone lights dynamite and he blows up and wakes up? Like there's one other one like that. But yeah.
No, that figure on the stairs was so weird.
To be fair,
it's in shadow. I think it's supposed to represent his mother, but that's one.
Fair,
does everybody remember that one?
I'm sure I will if I do another.
Servant in the house.
To be fair, Josh.
This is when he got shot by Uncle Junior.
To be fair, Josh, I think we're supposed to hate him.
They just bothered me. It just felt like masturbatory. They just like, okay, we're trying to do all
I wouldn't go that.
Like, just fucking do the show, man.
I would say that
you didn't like the dream stuff.
I wouldn't say
hated it.
I wouldn't say it's funny you're saying masturbatory. We're talking about a show about strip club owners.
Masturbatory.
Anyway, I know what you mean.
Will you be masturbatory tonight or tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's
I think you mentioned the best one, and
that's enough masturbatory.
Yeah, I didn't mean to shit on your point.
I still think the worst thing Tony did was drive that boat onto that real estate owner's house. That's pretty messed up.
No. The worst thing is, let me ask you a question. What's your name? You see my daughter, right? Yeah, says, you think charcoal briquette, Moulignon. And he's like, you don't, the part when he's talking to that kid who hung out with Meadow and he's leaving, and he just starts like saying all these words.
Boy, as he called him.
Yeah, and it's like.
I don't know if you watch football, but he looks like the Miami Dolphins head coach.
Oh God, yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Was he trying to be hanging with Meadow Soprano? But yeah, I see that scene and I start thinking I've heard those words before, and they were used in my house by my uncle, by my cousin, my father's cousin Frankie, and I heard them a lot when I was growing up.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I was like, First off, it's the proper term, the Italian term, not the improper. The improper Italian term is tuzzil, and then you say Moulignon, and I was like, wait, hold on, what's it called? He's like, that's the word. He's like, yeah. I was like, well, okay. I'm like 10 years old. I'm like, okay, whatever,
Adult me. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, now you're like, oh, gross.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, Tootsie Roll? I said,
Right.
it's a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, you can't comprehend that at that age.
You know, I can't comprehend these words. You know?
Can't take the weight of that racism.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Oh my God.
This is my friend Tootsie Roll.
There you go.
Follow us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening. It's a jacked up